Good morning, Olivia. Thanks for coming in today.
Good morning, Mr. Taylor. I appreciate the opportunity. I'm looking forward to our conversation.
Let's start with your background. Can you walk me through your experience as a software developer and how it relates to this front-end engineer role?
Absolutely. I've been working as a software developer for 3 years, focusing primarily on web applications. Most of my work involved building client-facing components using React, optimizing UI performance, and collaborating closely with designers. Over time, I realized my passion lies in creating intuitive and accessible user interfaces, which is why I'm excited about transitioning fully into a front-end focused role.
That's great to hear. What specific front-end technologies are you most comfortable with?
I'm strongest in JavaScript and React. I also have hands-on experience with TypeScript, CSS modules, Tailwind CSS, and RESTful APIs. I've worked with Next.js for server-side rendering and Webpack for module bundling. I'm currently learning more about GraphQL and performance optimization techniques like lazy loading and code splitting.
How do you ensure your code is accessible and user-friendly?
I follow WCAG guidelines, use semantic HTML, and implement ARIA roles when necessary. I regularly use screen reader testing and color contrast tools like Axe. From a design perspective, I collaborate with UX designers early on to ensure we're meeting accessibility standards before development starts.
That's great to hear. Can you describe a recent project where you had to solve a challenging UI problem?
Sure. In my last role, I was responsible for building a dynamic dashboard for real-time financial data. One challenge was displaying complex data sets without overwhelming the user. I used a tabbed interface with filtering options and implemented virtualization using React Window to handle performance. It significantly improved load times and user interaction.
How do you typically approach collaboration with back-end developers and designers?
I believe in open communication and early alignment. I like to review API contracts with back-end engineers and provide feedback if changes affect the UI. With designers, I often participate in design critiques to ensure feasibility and suggest improvements based on user interaction patterns.
How do you manage component reusability and maintainability in large projects?
I use a component-driven architecture, often with tools like Storybook, to document and test UI components in isolation. I group reusable components into shared libraries and establish naming conventions and style guidelines to ensure consistency. TypeScript helps with type safety and refactoring, especially in larger code bases.
How do you handle version control and code reviews?
I'm comfortable with Git and follow a Git flow branching strategy. I write clear commit messages, break down PRs into manageable sizes, and actively participate in peer reviews. I value constructive feedback and always aim for readable, well-tested code.
How's your experience with testing front-end code?
I use Jest and React Testing Library for unit and integration tests. For ETE testing, I've used Cypress. I write tests for critical logic and UI interactions, and I'm a firm believer in test-driven development for components that handle complex state.
Have you had to optimize web performance in the past? If so, how?
Yes, performance is something I pay close attention to. I've used Lighthouse and Chrome dev tools to analyze load times and identify bottlenecks. Common techniques I use include image optimization, lazy loading components, reducing bundle size with tree shaking, and caching strategies with service workers.
What front-end tools or libraries do you find indispensable?
React, of course, and I find Tailwind CSS incredibly efficient for styling. For state management, I've used Redux, Zoostond, and React Query. I also rely heavily on ESLint, Prettier, and VS Code extensions to maintain code quality and consistency.
How do you stay updated with front-end development trends and best practices?
I follow blogs like Smashing Magazine, read documentation from frameworks, and stay active on Twitter and dev.to. I also attend local meetups and online conferences. I enjoy experimenting with new libraries and personal projects to evaluate their usefulness.
Where do you see yourself professionally in the next few years?
I hope to become a senior front-end engineer, mentoring junior developers, and contributing to design systems and performance architecture. I also want to deepen my skills in accessibility and front-end testing frameworks.
Do you have any questions for me?
Yes. How does your team balance delivery speed with code quality? And what's your current front-end tech stack?
Great question. We encourage rapid prototyping, but maintain high standards through automated testing and CI/CD pipelines. Our stack includes React, TypeScript, Tailwind, and GraphQL, with testing handled by Cypress and Jest.
That aligns really well with my experience. I appreciate you sharing that.
Thank you, Olivia. This has been a very insightful conversation. We'll be in touch soon about next steps.
Thank you, Mr. Taylor. I enjoyed our conversation and look forward to hearing back.
If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your support means a lot.